So we're back today with our question and answer video. One of the questions we received is, how do you deal with feelings of isolation? So being a parent to a child of an invisible disability can definitely be very isolating. Sometimes it feels like other people don't get it. Our family and friends don't always understand it. That constant need to advocate the challenges that come with, parenting a child that has, different struggles absolutely can be isolating. So how do we deal with that? I highly encourage everyone to connect with other caregivers who are raising kids with FASD. I know before I did that, I was definitely felt very isolated, and once I connected with other caregivers and heard other people's stories, it definitely made me feel like I wasn't alone in it. Those connections can happen through support meetings. Here at the network, we offer support meetings once a month where caregivers can come together and share stories and strategies and struggles. You can also go online and connect with people online. I just caution to be careful about which groups you join online, because some of them can be quite negative. We do have one here at the network that is a really fantastic group, and it's called FASD Caregiver Support, and I highly encourage you to join that one. And I just always remember that you aren't alone in this. There are other families out there that are dealing with the same things that you're dealing with, and to remember the normal in our houses isn't the normal in our friends' houses or our families' houses, and you know what, that's okay. It's really okay. Our normal is our normal, and it's so much easier said than done, but we have to remember not to compare our kids or our family or our scenarios to other people, because that can be really, really isolating. So our second question of the day is, we don't have a diagnosis, but I think our child has FASD. What should we do? So we have a few recommendations. One would be to get them on the assessment or diagnostic wait list. Quite often the wait list to go for those assessments can be quite long, and it doesn't cost money to get them on those lists, so make a referral. If you're struggling with where that referral would go, please call us at the FASD Network and we can point you in the right direction. Another piece is to access services. Here at the FASD Network, you do not need a diagnosis to use our services, and our supports program is free. It's not diagnosis based, and so you can connect with us. And another big piece of the puzzle is, if you think your child could be impacted by FASD, learn about FASD and put the strategies in place. The strategies aren't going to do any harm. They're going to do good, and you don't need a diagnosis to implement those strategies. So our third question of the day is, what do we do when the school doesn't understand my child's disability? Advocate, advocate, advocate. And when the school's not understanding your child's disability, quite often it's just that they don't understand FASD. FASD is such an incredibly unique disability. It's complex. There's no two individuals who are impacted the same, as I mentioned before. So not every child who's impacted by FASD is going to function the same. And so it can be hard for educators to understand that. Quite often our children are seeing with the kids that they have behavioral issues, or that they're doing this just to get attention. And what we need to do with educators or the school is help them understand that our kids are having the behaviors or doing different things because they're trying to communicate that they need some help. They're not understanding what's going on. So it's never that the school is against us. It's honestly that they just don't understand, and we have to bring that education and awareness to them to help find success for our children within the school system. Another thing that you can do as well is connect with the FASD Network, connect with a support worker. A support worker can help you advocate and navigate the school system, as well as we have a training program where we can offer training to the school staff to go in and give them the education and awareness and how to work with kids who are impacted by FASD.